the last time you was in here?
In the garage? I go in the garage all the time.
You go in garage all the time, so you do see this.
Oh yeah.
Is it covered up?
Oh, you'll see, mate.
Okay. Oh, mate, yeah. So welcome back to another video. This one is very close to my heart, this one, because this car is a good friend of mine who I've known from the car scene, the cruising scene local to me for probably 22 years. This here was the first Nova to ever be on 19-inch alloys, and is probably one of the most iconic Novas from the max power era ever built. So we're going to dive in, find out the full story, get it cleaned up, and hopefully get it to the point where next year it can join us lot feeling 20 again, going out to car shows like the Max Power reunion show. So let's dive in, let's get it pulled out of this garage. So he came in as just a normal Nova?
Just a normal white Nova, yeah.
Did he have his bumper on at that time?
No, nothing.
Right.
Standard.
Right.
Got a few rust marks on the wheel arches at the back. So he just said to me, can you sort them out? I said, yeah, I can rub it down and fill in. And obviously I said, I can't freaking paint it because I'm no painter. So that was so I said, it'll be a weekend job, that. Weekend job, and it'll be right, Monday it'll be done. And then next thing, he's coming up bloody back with all this fucking wheel arches and it. I said, can you fit these? I said, yeah. I said, we'll take a bit of freaking longer than
a weekend, yeah.
So that's when it started. So then it was a complete and utter strip. It was.
So how long did it take you to get the bodywork done?
Well, everything, to do everything, it was 2 years, wasn't it?
Right, I can't, let's say it's been that long, let's say it was...
It was 2 years.
Right. Did you guys do the engine?
The engine and lot, yeah.
Right.
We got that from scrapyard, because we're after a turbo one.
Yes, I'm yeah.
Like rocking or shit.
Yeah, they're still not easy going nowadays.
So, and with a job to find a bloody engine, actually.
Right.
So we ended up, scrapyard in Great Harwood. Police had, went to scrapyard. The only one they had was in a shed.
Right.
And they said, we can't touch it yet because it hasn't been cleared with police. But they said, once it's cleared, you can have that engine. So we waited. It wasn't long actually, only a few weeks, because I kept ringing them up, saying, has it been cleared? No. And then one got cleared. So I went over, bought it.
And then obviously tried to put in, because like I say, back in...
Then fitted in.
Yeah, because again, the day was they weren't very common, Red Top Novas. They really weren't. They were coming through. At the time he was doing this, obviously I was building mine, and again, I had to go down south to get my Red Top engine, because they were just, you couldn't find them. Don't get me wrong, they weren't expensive. I think it was a couple £100 at the time, the engines were, but just to find them...
Before we got that, we ended up going down south somewhere. Somebody was selling an engine. Down, we hired a bloody van. It was a fair way, and when we got there, we just pulled off bloody main road, and it was freaking hell, what estate. As soon as you turn, you think,
oh yeah,
this is not looking good. This, I said to Steve, I said, got there. Obviously we got in touch with bloke before, and bloke says, oh yeah, it's shit hot and all that. Got there, a big hole inside it,
oh god, right, that was a wasted trip.
I said, if that, yeah. So we're really pissed off because we spent bloody fuel. Plus hiring a van, we were figured all inside it, bloody.
Means quite a lot to all these then, doesn't it, I suppose? It's a bit with you, your brother, and in with Steve with his dad, with you, obviously. Yeah. You might come to a Max Power show again.
Well, you never know.
I'm guessing all the rubbish has gone from there to there. Bloody hell, it's got a cover up, bloody hell, where's all the rubbish gone?
I haven't seen this either.
Look at that.
I expected a mound of rubbish down this side.
See?
Hats off to you. I salute you.
See?
I'll give you the honours.
Are we on it?
Do the big unveil.
Look at this.
We just get older, that's all we do. And they get more expensive.
Well, that was exciting, weren't it? Come on, we're supposed to have a cheer and a... Oh, come on. Put a bit of effort. Oh dear. I think it needs a bit
It
of...
might need a bit of a clean.
What makes you say that?
Wow.
What is that outside of it?
It should be easy enough to get going here.
It's not going to roll far, is it?
That's it now. Push it back.
Push it back and it's been out now.
Finally outside after 15 years. Look at this. Now, people know he's got like a purple tinge, and then it was a brown tinge, and that was the flip paint. So the goal is now we'll get Adi doing his magic, getting it cleaned up. We've got to get some battery on it to get the window up, and fingers crossed we won't be pushing it in, we'll be driving it in.
That's a bit shit up, right?
So we found a mice nest in the battery panel, an XE, and I'm going to jinx myself. If I can't get this running by the end of the day, I should give up, because that's all I've done is these engines for 20 years. So let's see how we get on. There's the infamous fridge. So we've put a battery on, and it seems that everything's powering up. So look at the cobwebs. So fingers crossed. We're going to get it washed now, crack on with the day.
Subtly about today.
Keeping the team
Make sure
watered.
the team's refreshed.
You've got to give your input to the job, haven't
Right,
you?
who was on tea? Well, it's just, he was all the chatter online.
Yeah, I saw it.
So he was all over my Facebook saying we should do this, we should do that. I was like, right, I'll bring him to say.
Look at this, igniting Steve's little passion inside. Taking his little photos, he's like a little schoolgirl. She looks so good. The father and son team of Adi and his boy, working the magic, gonna bring it back to life. And it's looking stunning already, just for a quick rinse off. What's been really nice is everyone's come out to see it be pulled out of the garage. So there's probably 10 of us here, pulling it out, working on it, to bring back, like you say, the car back to its glory, and to see it what it was for when it was back in the day, pristine as a cover car for all the car magazines. And this is what it's all about for me. If you look in the far, that's Steve and his dad who built the car, and they built it together, and it's a massive part of their history and their life. So it's nice that they can both enjoy this moment of bringing it back out, putting it back on the road, and they can both enjoy it again in the future.
Yeah, we cut it down, didn't we?
Yeah, 306. Try and find the line in the middle of
Oh, the quality edge unit. Can dust on that.
Quality Kenwood copy of Dirty Women Washing My Car. What are they do? Oh yeah, no, Dirty Women Washing My Car. There we go. Oh, he's ripped page out.
Oh, he's been excited, hasn't he?
Got a bit carried away there, didn't he?
What else we got?
So Dirty Women Washing My Car. That's important. We'll save that for later. Oh, water pistol. I wondered where that was.
So where's
Why
the
have I got a
PS2?
water pistol? It's in the middle, dead centre. If you look straight back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was a fancy PS2 then. It was a small one. The infamous fridge. Oh, I'll say it's not a fridge. It's more like a CD holder.
Yeah, repurposed.
Repurposed to keeping your CDs cool. So, Steve's mate has just asked, it's got a PS2 in it, where did you used to play the games on? And when you say, this was the screen, he's like, what, pardon? Because his phone's bigger than that nowadays. But I can remember we used to play 2-player, 4-player on the little screen, 5.6 inches. Yeah, technology's come on a mile since then.
Hang on. Oh, she's got an old man back.
How long have you been since you sat in there?
15 years. And I've lost a lot of weight off my ass, and it's really painful. Right, so engineering wise, let's go with. So this was my dad's old shaver bag, which coincidentally,
All right, okay.
perfect size. So if I've remembered correctly,
Here we go.
the other day when I was digging through stuff and I found this innocent bit of metal in the house.
Right.
If I remember correctly,
Was that the security setup?
this is the security setup for your telly. Hang on, that side as well needs it, I think, if I remember correctly. There we go. The telly comes out
All coming back to him now.
It's all coming back now. There we go. That goes in the shaver bag. Walk round your show. Nobody can steal my telly.
The Clifford still works. Clifford battery still working after 15 years. So we're having a guess of what CD's in there. Let's have a listen to what music you listened to last.
It lit up for a tick. No, it's having a thing.
Might have eaten up wires.
Yeah, it's possible.
Well, there you go, we're working then.
It is lit up. It is lit up now, all off.
There we go.
Powered on. It's been that long you can't remember what your power one is.
As if I remember me, I don't get a bloody clue. No,
It's not happy, is it?
it's not happy. Yeah, that's why that flat. That's what that flathead's for. Adjusting the headlamps.
Just in the headlights to fit.
Adjusting the headlamps to,
So now,
to
now
do
back
that.
into
This is how the quality builds were back in the day.
This is a quality bit of engineering, isn't it? Oh, shit, there we go. That's where all them scratches come from.
everywhere I go. Everywhere I go.
Where it goes, a different bloody matter.
Are we shaking? What good is that?
Good to go, mate.
Yeah, go for a second. Oh yeah, we've got spark.
His eyes lit up, mate.
It's all cryptid.
Life in the old bird, yeah.
Look at his little face going now.
It's wind.
She's going, pal. She's going. I've got to admit, for 15 years, them tappets are quiet.
£250 now. Sorry.
235.
Well, go on then.
Deal.
Oh, it's a little bit sick there on that rev. Red Crow, that's your cable tie. Throttle butterfly's held on with a cable tie he fixed in France.
What's it like for 15 years, pal?
Mate, hang on, I've got a reputation to uphold in the area.
Let's just take his
There we go,
throttle
look,
around
my
the block.
seatbelt's
Turn
on.
around. You just turn around the street down the road.
Yeah, that was me thinking.
Obviously, you've got your brakes. The brakes have not been stood for that long.
Sits lower on that front end now than it did.
Is that the weight? Bit more?
Lumpy on there.
We're getting past these bands, then.
That throttle's close to stalling. Set the mirror again. I'm a bit different than where I was last time. Do us a favour, fling that one hard
Should you go outwards?
out and down a bit. Yeah, I'm having to keep that throttle going a bit. It's not quite.
Maybe I'd let control valve stuck. They normally do.
It was the back in the day in France, the throttle butterfly stuck. So Red Crow there, that's why I invited him. He cable tied it.
And he's still got factory cable tied on there now.
Still got factory cable tied doing the throttle butterfly now. Yeah. Power steering's a bit stiff. Has it even got power steering on it? I can't even remember. Of course it will have, won't it?
I don't know. I'd have to check if it's got a pump. I've not even
I
looked.
always remember if it was power steering on, so I'm yanking these 19s with these arms for them. We get second.
So maiden voyage, 15 years, goal, done. To be fair, it didn't take much to get going. I know people are going to go, why don't you do the timing belt and all that? The way I see it is, I've got thousands of parts for this. So if the belt ever failed, I've got enough parts to repair it no matter what. And since it's Stephen, he's a good friend, it would be no charge anyway. So all this took is drain the tank, free up the fuel pump, check the spark plugs, and literally, no word of a lie, first proper crank with the immobiliser off, it ran on 3 cylinders. Give me an electric shock. Put the plug back in, fired up, first time. Quiet as a mouse, no tappet noise, super happy. And as you've seen, Steve's super happy. We've been literally 100 yards down the road and back. So, successful day. So, let's see what happens for the rest of this visit. But I'm super chuffed and super happy. noise, your XCs, let me tell you. Yeah, it does. MOT ready.
Something moved. Doesn't move for lots of years.
And the neons are working.
Look at that.
Look at that, mate. I don't miss it.
You're sad all that, aren't you?
So I'm signing this one off. This has been a really nice adventure to come on with Steve, to get the Nova out, to get it back running after all this time. It's a bit of nostalgia. I remember the car from many, many years ago, and Steve's been a really good friend for many, many years. And this is more to show people that go and help friends, keep in touch with friends, help them, push them, help them succeed with their goals. It'll only help you with where you need to go. Just to ignite Steve back into the car scene, it makes me feel good. Obviously gives you something to watch. Just help your fellow man, because guys, and mental health and all that type of thing isn't talked about, it isn't dealt with, and it's frowned upon. So anything I can do to help people that I've known from the past, I've known for many years, my door's always open to help anyone. So we'll sign this one off. What an adventure. There's going to be plenty more to come with this car, because we're going to bring it to all the shows. So I'll see you all on the next one.